Hi there, and welcome to today's video. It's been a while since I've done a get ready with me, and so I thought I would do that. Usually I don't do these because I don't get ready to go places, which is a fundamental part of a get ready with me video. But as I've been trying to reconcile this unrelenting adult acne, I have been experimenting with different ways to do my makeup and have some self-confidence. So far, we are not doing great. More often than not, I just don't wear any makeup, and I've kind of resigned myself to just not being hot, which there are worse things. And yet, it's been extremely hard on my mental health. I'm not somebody who really feels comfortable wearing a lot of makeup. I definitely don't judge people that wear a lot of makeup. I'm a makeup artist, that's my job, but I just don't feel comfortable like that. And so going back and forth between these extremes of wearing zero makeup and just feeling like extremely unattractive, and wearing a lot of makeup and not feeling like myself, and also, like I talked about in a video recently, still feeling incredibly insecure about my skin because it doesn't actually disguise acne very well when you wear makeup, because at least in person, because makeup can't do that much about texture. So one of the best feeling days that I had was a few months ago. I had put on makeup to go on a date with my partner at the time, and I just felt super shitty, and I was like, okay, well, fuck this. And I just took off all my foundation, and I left my eye makeup and brows and everything. And I was like, at least I'm owning it, I guess. I still didn't feel like hot or awesome, but it felt better than when I had the foundation on. So as I've been making more videos again over the last month, I've been putting makeup on for camera because, as I also talked about recently, when you're on camera, you can get away with a lot more because it doesn't pick up the texture the way that eyeballs do. And it's kind of been taking a toll, honestly, for whatever reason. Not in the sense that it's making my skin worse, but it's just making me feel worse. So anyway, I'm going to get ready for something to go pick up my child from school. And I'm basically gonna do my makeup, but just skip the acne covering parts. So I'm just gonna do tinted moisturizer and some other stuff, but no concealer, no foundation, and see where that takes me. Obviously, I'm a light with optimism here. Okay, I'm gonna start now. So I'm first just gonna massage in some tinted moisturizer. I've already washed my face and moisturized and SPF'd and all that today. I'm just going to use a sponge by Allure Collection from Ripley. Shout out Ripley, love you. To build up a little bit of coverage. I'm using the Laura Mercier tinted moisturizer again, despite its lack of cruelty-free status, because, like I talked about the other day, it's one of the only tinted moisturizers I've found that I actually like, that has a good skin tone range, and I'm not gonna exclude something that's not cruelty-free when there's not a lot of stuff on the market for Black people, because that puts people in a shitty position, and I don't like it. So what I like about this tinted moisturizer is that it doesn't change the texture of my skin. So it still looks like skin, and therefore I feel really comfortable in it. Obviously, it did not cover my breakouts. It just evened out the lesser discoloration. So I have a little more something to work with, but this is one of those products that in person, it doesn't show up really on the skin at all. And now I'm going to use the Kogendo Aqua Foundation. You're like, oh my god, you said no foundation. Blah, 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 blah. For an under eye concealer. I definitely have texture under my eyes, and so a lot of under eye concealers make this area appear dry or cakey. So I'm just gonna keep it very chill and used my finger to put that on, and then I'm gonna just press it in with a damp Allure sponge. Ripley, what do you call these? Allure sponge. Sponge by Allure. I don't know, regardless, it's dope. I'm feeling it. I'm really particular about the sponge density. And this is very satisfying finger squishenable ratio, something that I look for because that translates onto my face in a satisfying way. Cool. Now I just realized I'm about to use another product from a Lori collection. This is not sponsored. Ripley is a friend of mine. She is amazing. And she did send me these, but I truly do like both of these products, and I didn't mean to like pull them out in such a fashion. They just are organically incorporated into my makeup routine. This is the Smooth Canvas brush from a Lori collection, and I have been loving using it with my cream tints. It's like the perfect size brush to do complexion products, and it almost feels like a soft stamp. I've mentioned that sponges and creams can work together, but it's not always like my first choice, just because creams have some density and sponges don't always necessarily like pick everything up just right. It depends on the cream. But anyway, I like to use brushes, and this one almost feels like in between because it's so densely packed, but it's still really soft. It's also been really great because I have this texture on my face. I really don't ever want to do like swiping motions because I just disrupt everything. So it's nice to just like tap in with something like this. So anyway, I'm going to use the Sculpt and Bronze Cream Tint Pro in the shade Light Medium, and I'm just pressing this in to my cheekbones, etc. Forehead region. Bronzer. Just because I'm breaking out doesn't mean I have to also look like I'm dying. And I've just wiped off the same brush. I'm going to use Radiant Cream Tint Pro in beige for a little highlight. So I pretty much applied that to the tip because it's an angled brush, which I also like because it gives me a little more precision. And just kind of blending that into my cheekbone and brow area. Now I'm going to take the Lip and Cheek Cream Tint Pro in Peach, and I'm going to tap it into my cheek bones also. So again, kind of placed it with the little point, beep beep, and then smush it around. I can feel how depressing I sound in this video. I'm gonna pop a little bit of peach onto my mouth. Before I move on to these brows, I almost forgot to say we're almost done with the pre-sale for the Palette Mini and Cream Tint Pro. Just what I just used in case you missed it. This Saturday, literally just a few days away, the pre-sale ends, which means you can no longer pre-order this bitch for 50% off plus free worldwide shipping to the world. In case you are brand spanking new here, the Palette Mini is a magnetic makeup palette. It's the miniature version of the larger palette that we launched last year. It's made from recycled materials, vegan leather, made to last. You can use your own products in it, or you can bundle it with Cream Tint Pro, which is the inclusive line of cream complexion products. Obviously, I just use them, so you kind of familiar. They come in bronzers, highlighters, and lip and cheek creams. They're 18 shades. It covers a very wide range, and you can bundle them together with whichever shades that you want. I'm also going to do a video this week before the pre-sale ends where I break down how our color system works for those of you that are overwhelmed with the possibilities and want a little guidance on which colors to choose. So definitely go check that out. I'll put a link in the description box. I'll probably talk about it again at the end. Ends this Saturday, 50% off, free worldwide shipping, non-comedogenic for those of us with acne. And now back to our regularly scheduled programming, filling in the brows. Anastasia Brow Wiz, oldie but goodie. I know that Valentine's Day is over, but for the record, I really hope that everyone watches my Valentine's video that I did. It was called like Valentine's Soft Glam Makeup Look for Living in a Society. And one, I think I'm really funny, and two, my existential crisis, nervous breakdown about love. I'm pretty proud of it, honestly. While I was filling in my brows like this, during that, I was writing my musical, so check that out. It's bound to be a Tony Award winner. Wow, my eyes just got extremely red and tired. I'm gonna take a nap. Whew. Good night. My eyes get very dry in front of these big old lights. Also, you guys have been so sweet with your encouragement because I've been uploading 2 videos a week and you're excited about that, which is so flattering. But just for the record, I will not be continuing to do this starting next week. I knew I could do 2 videos a week while the pre-sale was happening, so I was like, 1 month. I can do this for 1 month. And full disclosure, I was filming a video yesterday and halfway through I just completely broke down into a panic attack and had to stop and almost didn't do 2 videos this week. Making videos just gives me really bad anxiety. I've worked so much over the last few years to be like past that part, but the funny thing about progress is it is non-linear. So I just have been working really hard this month, and self-promotion's not actually my most favorite thing. That it's my least favorite thing. So this month has been like really great and also really intense with just like battling my desire to stay hidden in a cave forever. So yeah, I do, for the record, I'm not trying to like throw a pity party here. I do actually like so many things about making videos, which is why I continue to come back. It's just that I'm not naturally somebody who's like, yes, do that. And so it just kind of it makes me feel like I want to cry. This video is coming out really depressing. I'm sorry. It's all good. Happy to be here. I just need to also maintain work-life balance. And yeah, that's all. Rubbing myself with soft brushes helps. It's very therapeutic. I'm gonna do this now. Now I'm going to just do a little something on my eyes, and I'm gonna mix together like a light shimmery pink with the light shimmery gold. They're both Marc Jacobs shadows from palettes that I depotted. And I'm mixing them together to make something not quite so gold and not quite so pink. That's what happens when you mix stuff. Something brightening but a little more neutral. And I'm just putting it all over my lid. All over my lid. Whew. Do we feel another musical coming on? I don't think that one is as good as the last. Put it on my lid. See? This is what it looks like. I'm gonna take a little brush and use that same mixture. Put it underneath now. Do you guys think that one day I'll get good at... Oh! I hit the microphone. You guys think that one day I'll get good at putting makeup on camera and looking normal while I do it? My answer is I don't think so. But I'll keep trying. Woo! Nap time again. Now I'm going to take a taupe eyeshadow, also Marc Jacobs from those palettes, and a smaller brush, which, as a haver of small lids, I really value having a little guy like this. I just got halfway through making a penis joke in my head and I just gave up. It had to do with like a little guy and it just wasn't worth it. Just going to look straight ahead in the mirror, put it in my crease. Always think that sounds gross. Can we call it something other than a crease? Ooh, maybe there's something to this musical. It helps when you have hooded eyes if you look straight ahead in the mirror while you apply stuff to your crease. Until we come up with a better name than crease. Flap. Skin fold. Just added some shape to my otherwise shapeless crease flap. Do I want to smudge a medium to darker toned shadow into my lash line to make myself, to just distance myself a little more from the fact that I do naturally look like a thumb? Or do I not care enough to do that step? real puzzler. Also, somehow with all my thumb-like qualities, shaving my head doesn't bother me. You'd think that would be like 101 thumb silhouette reinforcement, but I still like it. Alright, I'll put a little bit, I'm just going to do a little bit of matte brown shadow and this thin brush and put it in the lash line just a tiny bit, you know, just so instead of looking like a blank thumb, I look like one of those thumbs where somebody drew a face on it and then they take like funny little pictures. Maybe I should do a makeup transformation of that. Make myself look like, what was that one? I feel like there was a really popular photo for a while. It was like 2 fingers, or it was like thumb or some shit, and it was like little faces and they looked like they were hugging. Maybe I should get, I mean, I don't know anyone who looks as much like a thumb as me, so I probably have to do one that's just a solo thumb. But anyway, I almost never wear liner in real life because I just smudge eyeshadow in because I'm lazy and it's faster, but you still get some contrast and definition there, some thumb distance, some distance. Mascara. Okay, I'm gonna cry? Freudian slip. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna try this Hourglass mascara again because I tried it in my Valentine's video. And I mentioned in that I was like, oh, first impressions, but then I was like singing weird shit and went on to note that if you were looking for my thoughts on this mascara, I don't have them because I blacked out while I was applying it and didn't pay attention at all. So I'm going to try to focus up, give you guys some feedback on this bitch. Pro tip, I like to buy the minis of mascaras because it's cheaper and a lot of times the full size. I dropped it in my lap. By the way, if you think I'm wearing pants, you're kidding yourself. I do not wear pants when I film. That would defeat like the whole purpose of this job, and I do mean the whole purpose. But anyway, thankfully it landed up and everything is safe. I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh, buying the minis. A lot of times the full size dries up before you finish it anyway, so... Okay, focusing. What's this like? How does it feel? I think I like the brush. I think it's splitting my hairs in a good way, not in the annoying way that phrase normally means, like, oh, you're splitting hairs. It's like, oh, you're splitting hairs. The only thing I recall from last time was thinking, like, it's kind of dry. And I think I might be feeling that way again. Like it doesn't spread onto the lashes in an intuitive way. It's kind of a little chunky. Like it wants to be doing something. It wants to be building something. And I respect that urge to build. But like, you gotta have a system. You gotta have a foundation that you're building upon. And right now I feel like you just putting chunks of shit on my eye. That's not building something helpful. That's just shit on my eye. Yeah, I do not like this mascara. If you like this mascara, explain yourself. And I don't mean that as argumentatively as I said it. If you like it, like, please explain to me what you like about it, because so far it's probably a blessing that I wasn't paying attention last time, because I was like, I think this was fine, but mostly because I was just like wowed by my musical ability. After it split my hairs, it all went downhill from there. I do not like it. I do not like it. It was a little surprising. I typically like Hourglass's products quite a bit. I am pretty hard to please with mascara though, because my lashes are full-blown trash, and so mascara has to work like extremely well to do anything other than just be like, hi. I mean, it's fine. It just don't look closely, which I guess you can't. So yeah, it's great. Love it. Use my affiliate code. All right, this is the finished look. Let me take a look and see how I feel. I actually think this is going to be what I start doing. I mean, daily I will still just wear no makeup probably, but I do think I'm happier with the finish of my skin still looking like I'm not trying to like cover everything up, because it's like there's no point. I'm going to make a video where I talk a little bit more about this soon, but basically I just have always kind of felt like I can get on board with something, and as long as I'm owning like my flaws, then it's okay. But I haven't been able to break through that with acne. I'm not totally sure why. I have my suspicions, but I'm still working through it. For now, I do feel like I feel pretty good like this. Like it feels like a little glimmer of hope, because it just seems like, I don't know, I don't have the energy right now to like get all the way into this, but it just seems like I shouldn't have to sacrifice like big chunks of enjoying my life and like what activities I'll participate in and what places I'll go because I'm breaking out. But that's definitely what's been happening. So this feels like a good jumping off point, and maybe like the beginning steps towards just being over it and living normally again. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to go check out the pre-sale for the palette mini. She's a cute tea and cream tint pro. 50% off, free worldwide shipping, satisfying magnet. Did you see that shit? That was improv. This may surprise you, but actually all of my videos are improv. saltnewyork.com. You can also follow us at Salt New York. You can follow me at Kiki G Makeup, Instagram, Twitter, all that. Follow me on Twitter. That's where I yell about politics. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you very soon with my next video where I break down the color options for Cream Tint Pro that you can bundle with the Palette Mini. All right, see you then. Goodbye.